All right, so let's talk about trading Coinbase. Mr. JRH, this video is for you because I saw your tweet and you was looking at all the different time frames on Coinbase and every single one was going down. So I figure, when's the best time to get in Coinbase? We're gonna talk about it here right now. I'm gonna make this a quick video because it's really quick. It's really quick. And if this is your first time watching, please subscribe. I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we're looking at the weekly chart and there's not a lot of data here. I mean, Coinbase is a relatively new IPO. It just started trading the week of April 12th, and the IPO price was $250. Now I want to highlight that for you. There it is, $250, right? That's the IPO price. And why is that important? Because everyone that got in at the IPO price, it wasn't me or you. If you're watching this video, you wasn't in on the IPO price. Neither was I. But if you did get in on the IPO price, you was making big bank, right, when it opened and all the way up until last week, right, when this thing broke IPO price. All right, so reason why this is important, because everyone that got in, if they didn't sell up here and just collect that money, they're all underwater, right? I mean, not only what is this thing? It's down 3.88% today. It's trading 224, so basically $26 below IPO price. I think these guys they want out probably. They want to wait until it gets up to 250. Basically, 250 is going to be a hard ceiling. It's going to be a lot of resistance at 250. It'll probably somehow come up here and want to sell off even more. People are like, man, I'm done with this. I'm done. So here we are, 250 IPO price. But that set aside, looking at the weekly chart, there's no reason to buy here. This thing is just going straight down. Looking at the weekly, now I know there's not a lot of data here, so we're going to go ahead and bring it to the daily chart. Now, I like looking at weeklies because I'm a long-term guy, right? My trades are generally longer term, so I like looking at weeklies, and the dailies just has a little bit of chop. So since we don't have a lot of data on the weekly, we'll go ahead and look at the daily real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the 250 line, but just keep that in mind that that is the IPO price, right? Matter of fact, I'll draw it right here. I'll put it back, just not that long. And here I had some drawings before, right? I like to keep my drawings on my chart, and I thought this might be the low. Like we bounced here, and that's why I kind of got a highlight. I'm thinking this will hold, but no, it didn't. It sliced right through. So what do we got here? We got basically lower lows and lower highs, and that's the definition of a downtrend. If you want to trade Coinbase, we need that to change, right? We need to see higher highs and higher lows. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about, and I'll show you the exact time to get in. All right, now, like I said, keep in mind that 250 is the IPO price because I'm going to clear everything out. All right, so you can see your lower lows, right? And you can see your lower highs. Draw these out, take some time, and each high here is lower. This one, it reached a high. I can actually do that, but it did not make a higher high. It is not a higher high until it is a higher high. And then look, it made a lower low. So what we want to see is a higher high. Unfortunately, that high is way up here at the 307 area, 310, and that's a long way from here. But that would be the next higher high. All right, so where would be the next higher low? Well, right here. And I think we might have a chance. I think this may be the low. I hate to say it like that because I don't have enough data. But what I was looking at to say that is this volume right here. This volume, look at that volume, right? It's basically double what it's been trading. Last time we had volume like that is when it was a new stock. So here it is. We got a low, nice volume on it. We had a nice bounce, but today, oh man, down 3.88%. So what is it going to do Monday? I don't know. But basically, we don't want to see another lower low. So let's keep watching it to see if this thing could start heading up. Let's get rid of that. Can start heading up, right? And personally, I wouldn't touch it until I see it make a higher high. I want to actually see it. I know this is not a great price. I know, but it's the only way to be sure. All right, so this is a punch in. This is a edit because I want to be clear on what I'm trying to tell you. Right now, a higher high would be getting over this level right here, the 307 area, right? But if the stock, let me clear all these lines out real quick. If the stock were to do this and then do this and then do this, there is your higher high right there. So we don't necessarily have to come up here to the 307 area as long as we see this thing make a higher low and a higher high. And if it did something like this, well, there's your higher high, right? This would be your high, and there you be your higher high. So as of right now, that is your high high. So if this thing were to start going straight up, right, with no pullback whatsoever, reaching 307 would be the higher high. All right, so what can you do if you want a better price? Well, just wait until we see the lower low. All right, wait until, let me bring up the 4 hour so we can kind of zoom in on this a little further. If we can get a higher low, I'm sorry, wait until we see a higher low. If we can get a higher low, like let's say right here, and then it starts going up like that, okay, you can say, I'm going to try to get in. Let me get in on that, and then use this low as your stop out. Right, so we can get in once we see this thing start reversing to the upside. Today sucked. It even closed at the low of the day. But we don't want to break that low right there. If you can get in now, but I would wait until it starts to go higher, then take a position, then make my stop below that low, because we know if it makes a lower low, it's still in a downtrend, right? But personally, I want to see a higher high as well. I want to see a higher low and then a higher high, and then I want to see it come back. That's another thing. I don't want to necessarily get in because it made a higher high. I want to see it pull back and make another higher low and then get in. All right, so that's it, man. That's how I would trade Coinbase. I know the stock is volatile, man. And I guess it's trading off of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, oh my gosh, this is another video. It's like a penny stock. So maybe Coinbase is trading like a penny stock. I mean, I don't know. I'm not feeling it personally. I know it's the greatest thing. I'm hearing all great things about Coinbase, but you know what? Price, why isn't Price telling us it's the greatest thing? This thing has been going down since it opened. And even everyone that was in the great IPO, Price, is underwater and losing money. Damn near everybody's losing money that bought the stock, except for if you bought within the last day. You're losing money. So there it is. There's Coinbase. Good luck trading it. I think we are close to the possible lows for a bounce, by the way. And that's another thing. For a bounce, I'm not saying the low, once we achieve that low, I'm not saying that's the low and we're up off to the races. It's just the low, you know, and it's just a bounce, right? We'll see how high the bounce can go because it could make even another low. It could reverse, right? So there's going to be a lot of people that want to get out, especially at the 250. 250 is really going to be hard resistance. So keep that in mind. Maybe if it starts going up, take the profits at 250 and then watch it sink down. I'm telling you, it's going to go down at 250. It just is. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it. I hope I was able to speak common sense, and I hope I was able for you to understand it. And I said I was going to make this video quick, but I'm probably going into like 8 minutes right now, so let me go ahead and end it. Dre Trades, I'm out.